Okay, so what's up? Peace, loves, wholeness. This your girl Dot Lightning coming at you on my computer. Oop, uh-oh. Was it I missed an minimizer. Anyways, I wanted to talk to y'all about what's going on um in the world today. I had got my book I have. I'm gonna tell y'all what the name is. It's called The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life. This is gonna be like short because I'm gonna just read something and I'm gonna tell y'all what is coming to me at this time. So it says tHE, which is thrice great Hermes or tHE, the ibis in the Egyptian um in the Egyptian on the Egyptian walls and stuff like that. Anyway, it says tHE and his partners finished the complex in Egypt to help rebuild the grid. Then they abandoned it in the middle of the rainforest and went back to Atlantis to prepare. It sat alone for 200 years because they knew that at that critical point in the procession of the equinoxes, the poles would shift. They knew that Atlantis would sink, so they awaited. One day it finally happened. The catastrophe actually took only one night. Now, when I read that first paragraph, I'm thinking about they left something for 200 years and didn't come, you know what I'm saying, come back to it. I just realized that my eyebrow, this one is lighter than this one. Anyway, um, but yeah, when I read the first one, saying that Atlantis was they knew Atlantis was see. I think Atlantis is America, and parts of America did sink. You know how they have they have the map of Pangea. Well, and they put like what you see on the map today together um to mesh together. I think it was kind of like that, but to me, I think it was more so along the lines of the earth that well the ocean that's in between these lands, overseas the seas, Atlantic and all that, and Pacific. I think it was like one ocean, but I think the land itself that that was there, like connecting connected the lands together, I think they sunk. I don't think that the earth actually like flowed away from each other. I think it was actual land there. And so when they say um Atlantis was, I guess, drowned it, I think they're talking about the land that was in between where the oceans are now. It's preferably I'm talking about really the Atlantic, because they call it the Atlantic, Atlantic. But in between that, you know, North America, South America, and then Europe and Africa, Atlantis. I think that Atlantis was there. You know what I'm saying? And that land that was in between there sunk or was overflowed. So that's how we was connected. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from reading this. Being that the Atlantic is called Atlantean, and that's almost like Atlantis. So part of Atlantis had drowned or was overflowed with water. And the Atlantic is a big, really big body of water. So um so it says one day it finally happened. The catastrophe actually took only one night. Science has proven that when poles shift, and y'all know, what people been saying is the poles is shifting and all this and that. But I told y'all that what is really happening is the earth is rising higher on a higher level octave. So you start to see different things. It's like a different, dimension, to where you start seeing things as they are. Even when you look to your dreams, you start seeing things for real, how they really are, not just the facade that's there. It's like a veil that's being rent. You're seeing behind who's behind it or what's behind the veil. And so, okay, I'm being on 5 minutes. Okay. So it says science has proven that when poles shift, it takes about 20 hours. It happens just like that. Snaps fingers, okay? They say the pole shift is a snap of the finger. So it's just like, you there. I took a bath last night, with my flowers, my Epsom salt. Well, did I have? Yeah, I had Epsom salt. Oil. Sometimes I put honey in the bath too, but I was stretching because usually, I do some stretches in while I'm in the tub, and it was. Yeah, when I did that stretch, y'all, I swear it was like something just flooded over me, like, and then when I sat down, I was like, it was crazy. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, am I dying? No, but it was like really intense. It was euphoric in nature, but it was very intense because I never felt something like that in that strong wave that it came. So, I'm pretty sure I know, exactly what it was when in the due time coming. But yeah, it says science has proven it takes about 20 hours. It happens just like with a snap of your fingers. You wake up one normal day, and that evening it's a totally different world. The whole process is about 3.5 days long. But the pole shift happens in about 20 hours, where we're all going to experience this enormous change when we see big chunks of United States start to drop off in the water. Now, I was told by one of my good friends that, and he even has the map where you can see where the water is going to cover over the United States. And I think it's, if I can find it, I'll put probably, edit this picture or whatever. But it looks like, legit, but you can't take everything. You gotta take everything with a grain of salt. So when stuff starts to drop off, like in the United States, like certain lands just covered in water, that's when you'll know it's for sure. It says there are other early signs that will tip you off that the change is about to happen. When enough information has been given, I remind you of what you already hold in your memory. So it's something that you remember too. It's not something that you don't know, because everything has been written in you. As far as how when people die, the flesh is gone, but you still have the bones. The bones carry the DNA structure of who you were. So really, those people don't really die. Really, it's almost like them going to like a two-dimensional realm, especially if people is burying them in the ground or whatever. But you know how they say the dead shall rise. Oh, it's about to be something, something, something. Let me tell y'all. But I just, felt like y'all should know what was wrote in this book and my thoughts on just, a little bit of it. I've been on for 10 minutes. I don't want to take up for our time. But, yeah. It says, like, it only takes 20 hours. So everybody talking about this pole shift or whatever. It don't take that long for the pole to shift. It don't even take that long for the poles to shift. So y'all be on the lookout for things changing. Be ready for the change. Be ready for your upgrades and knowing things that you didn't know you knew. Because that's coming online straight up. I seen a video today. It was about like mountains, rocks, you know what I'm saying? Big rocks, like they used to be trees. And you can see how certain mountains look like, fossilized trees or tree stumps that was cut down. So who cut these trees? Who cut the trees down and why? And why did they, why did they cut those trees down? Was those the towers? It brings so many thoughts to my head about what's really what we really see. You know what I'm saying? Being so small as we are, and how we fell. I think we was the giants that, roamed the land. And I think we still is. But we kind of see ourselves as small because of the illusion. And the illusion is that we really ain't no small beings. We some big, tall beings. That's how we been. I can't really describe why I know that. It's just something that you'll have to come to the realization of knowing yourself. So I guess. Well, anyways, peace, love, wholeness. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Leave your comments, your thoughts down below. Really really want to know your thoughts and your words that you have to say about this topic. So peace, love, wholeness.